Female caller telling us that her ex was ramming her car and had a gun, and she had a child in the car.
A car riddled with bullets after an act of domestic violence ends in an officer-involved shooting. It ended at Jensen and Elm with a shootout between police and the suspect.
CBS 47's Catherine Phillips has the chain of events that led to the gunfire.
It is a complete miracle that the victim of this, the female caller, was not struck and hurt seriously or killed based on the way the suspect pointed his gun directly at her through the window of the car and fired a shot at her.
A terrifying moment for a woman and 3-year-old child after Police Chief Mindy Castro says the woman's ex-boyfriend was ramming his car into hers and that he had a gun. Castro says 911 first got a call from the woman near First and Shields at 2:30 this afternoon, and she stayed on the phone with dispatchers as she drove south before ending up here at Jensen and Elm. A police sergeant saw the woman's car and tried to pull the man over, but he wouldn't.
The suspect continued to drive until the victim came to a stop right in front of our sergeant, who was behind them. The suspect put his arm out the driver window and fired a round right into the victim's vehicle, directly feet in front of the sergeant. The sergeant engaged the suspect at that time with gunfire.
They say the woman and the child were both okay, and despite the dozens of bullet holes on the suspect's car, they don't believe he was shot either. Castro says the suspect is 31 years old, and they are still working to figure out if he has any prior criminal history. Castro says this is the third officer-involved shooting this year, and while more than last year, not unusual for Fresno.
I can tell you, our officers, when things are chaotic or troubling or concerning like this, is a very sad investigation, what happened to the victim, but they revert to their training, and they're all trained and very professional. So this is kind of their moment where they shine. They get the job done. They look to prosecute this suspect, and they look to make sure the victim is safe.
Catherine Phillips, CBS 47 Eyewitness News.